All right, the big news that we've all been waiting for is finally here. We are told that Tahawwur Hussain Rana has touched down along with the NIA team here in the national capital. That's a massive news development. It's the biggest news of the day that is currently breaking. He's touched down to the Parliament technical area, and any moment now we could perhaps expect that Tahawwur Rana along with the NIA team would emerge from there. Let's go across to Rishabh, who's joining us from the Parliament technical area. Rishabh, big development coming in. Finally, we are told that the private jet has landed with Tahawwur Rana aboard.
Well, definitely, Madhav. What we are given to understand that the flight has landed at the Parliament Technical Airport. The 42 MCU of Indian Air Force has coordinated with the special aircraft which has brought NIA officials along with Tahawwur Rana. Here, I'll ask my camera person to zoom in and show you. This is the technical airport, Madhav, where Tahawwur Rana has been brought. He has just been brought back to India. He has just touched down here in Parliament Technical Air Base. This is one of the air bases of Indian Air Force in the national capital, and now the special aircraft from United States has brought in Tahawwur Rana along with other NIA officials who have accompanied him from Los Angeles. So now we can tell our viewers that Tahawwur Rana is on Indian soil.
Big development indeed. Pradeep Datta also joining us. Pradeep Datta, after 17 long years, the wait has finally ended. Tahawwur Rana is now going to face the justice system here in India.
Yes, Madhav, you're absolutely right. For the last 17 years, each and every Indian who has suffered because of Pak-sponsored terrorism, especially during 26/11, they had been waiting for this news. Nobody could believe their ears when last time they got to know that finally Tahawwur Rana will be extradited. But now this dream has become a reality, and he has touched down along with those NIA officials, 6 NIA officials. It was relentlessly how diplomatically India had been following. Not only that, dossier after dossier, and our officials kept on working, knowing that it's going to be very difficult, but they did not leave the case behind. They kept on working on it. Finally, they were able to convince US authorities, and now he has been brought back to India this way. The gates of investigation are further going to open, and it is going to be end game for Pakistan, because Pakistan can no more deny that they are not responsible for 26/11 attack, because now insider is going to spill beans in the coming days and making things difficult for Pakistan. Pakistan is already completely rattled. In a short while, the arrest memo will be served to him, and I will take his custody. He will be taken to the National Investigation Agency headquarters, where the medical examination will be done. Final destination will be Tihar jail, where he'll be kept in solitary confinement. Commandos will be placed there, and under 24/7 CCTV surveillance he'll be kept, because his priority right now for India is his security. They will try to ensure utmost security for this man, because he's a prize catch for so far as India is concerned. And also a sigh of relief, a big smile on the faces of all those people who lost their near and dear ones.
In fact, for 1.4 billion Indians, this is a big moment indeed, Pradeep, as you rightly put it. Perhaps the worst terror attack that India has ever faced, and one of the perpetrators, one of the masterminds, one of the plotters is now in Indian territory. It's a big victory for Indian diplomacy. Sabyasachi, take us through what's happening right now at the Parliament technical area, where we are told security has really been beefed up. What's happening there?
Well, that's right. Straight away show you the visuals around. We are reporting right outside the Palam Air Base, and few minutes from now, the police also has come into activity. They are clearing the road. The media personnel vehicles who are out here, they are pushing them back. And in a short while, this entire stretch of road will be completely cordoned off. Now, from the Palam Airport, the distance to the NIA office is roughly around 17 kilometers, and at every single there will be massive deployment of Delhi police and traffic police that will be present, and a green corridor would be made out so that Tahawwur Rana can reach the NIA office safely. And on your screen you can see this is the gate from which Tahawwur Rana along with the NIA officials will be coming out shortly, anytime soon. Back to you.
All right, so that's the gate as far as the Parliament technical area is concerned. Any moment now, we could perhaps expect that Tahawwur Rana would emerge from there. Those are the live visuals that we are seeing as far as the gate of the Parliament technical area is concerned. In fact, a high security zone as it is, and that is why this particular exit of the Delhi airport is being used. Let me go across to Bhavtosh. Bhavtosh, you are at the National Investigation Agency headquarters, virtually turned into a garrison today because of this one individual who is now on Indian territory. He's on Indian soil, and he's going to face the Indian judicial system from here on. Bhavtosh.
Yes, Madhav, a person who was charge-sheeted in November of 2011, he is now formally will be questioned, and then, in fact, the trial will start. Remember, he will now be arrested. That would be the first step as far as this case is concerned. The courts have issued non-bailable warrants long time back, but the formal trial as far as this case is concerned will start from now onwards, since NBWs have been issued against all 9 accused in the 2611 larger conspiracy case is concerned. Tahawwur Rana is the first one to be produced or in fact extradited back to India. He will be arrested as soon as he lands in India. The Gulf steamer has landed, but the non-bailable warrants awaits him. He will be arrested, and then he will be told what are the charges against him. He knows what are the charges against him, but legally he will be told as to what is the case against him. The case is RC04/2009. He has been booked under charges of murder, attempt to murder, waging war against nation, and then being part of a terror group. Many say that he has not committed big offense, but if one goes through the charge sheet, then one can see that he has committed very serious offense. We're right outside the NIA headquarters, and the security here has been beefed up. In fact, no one can in fact come through this road, and one can expect NIA officials to bring him here or in undisclosed location. So the real trial as far as the 2611 case is concerned, in which 9 accused, 7 Pakistanis, 2 US national, one of them is serving 35 years imprisonment, will start now. He will be questioned, and one has to wait and see what happens.
Okay, stay with us. Priyank also joining us on the broadcast. Priyank, it's going to be, of course, a long series of interrogations for Tahawwur Rana. Will he spill the beans on the role of not just the LET terrorists, but also the role of the ISI and the Pakistan Army in planning, perpetrating and executing the 2611 terror attacks? That's going to be the big question, and that will be the big takeaway from this entire interrogation.
Yes, Study Madhav, that is the reason because of which every movement of the flight, starting from LA till here, had been kept secret. And even at the ATC, which is the Air Traffic Control here at the IGI airport, there were officers from the intel unit who were sitting there so that no information regarding the movement, the stopover point, should not come out in public domain. So that is the kind of level of secrecy which was also kept. The outer periphery security personnel like Delhi Police, CRPF and CISF, all these 3 units were just informed that there's a high valued suspect who is being brought here in India, and certainly the information should not go out in public regarding the movement, the timing and everything. Finally, what we have got to know that the team has arrived here, and during the course of next few days, it will be important for the National Investigating Agency, not even that, other intel agencies also, to question him and to know the modus operandi which was opted by ISI, because he's the one who was directly in touch with the main handlers of the 2611 attack, and even before that, the manner in which the ISI was conducting recce of India at several other locations. We know that Kasab was caught red-handed, but he was the one who was given this chance to go out and kill people. But these were the people who, like David Coleman Headley and Tahawwur Rana, they were the main facilitator of this particular attack. They were the one who were involved in recce. They were the one who were the key plotter of this particular attack. So it's a very big achievement for the Indian agencies and Indian judicial system.
Yes.
In the due course of time, what we can tell you to our viewers, that there's a special public prosecutor who has already been assigned. Their magistrate will be coming here.
The case will be tried in Delhi and not Mumbai, is what we are told. Priyank, stay on with us. I'm going to request all our reporters to stay on with us. We're going to keep coming back to you as and when those updates come in. And those updates are coming right here, the very fastest updates on Times Now. So keep watching Times Now, viewers. And before, in fact, I go back to our reporters, let us go across to our guests, because today, as Hussain Rana lands in Delhi, one question echoes in the hearts of the nation. Are we closer to closure? Are we closer to justice? After long years of trials, tears and tormented memories, for a father who never came back, for a son wrapped in a tricolor, for a brave heart who faced a bullet so we wouldn't have to. Martyr ASI Tukaram Omble, unarmed, faced Ajmal Kasab head-on. He didn't flinch. He didn't fall back. He held on to Kasab's rifle and took bullet after bullet. Ajmal Kasab was caught alive because of brave heart Tukaram Omble. And joining us at this point of time, we have Eknath Omble, the brother of Ashok Chakra awardee and 2611 hero Tukaram Omble. Eknath Omble ji, सबसे पहला सवाल, आज जब तहव्वुर हुसैन राना अभी लैंड कर गए हैं दिल्ली में, कैसे लग रहा है आपको? फाइनली इस पूरे मामले में जस्टिस होगी एक ऐसे व्यक्ति के बारे में और एक ऐसे व्यक्ति के साथ जिन्होंने यूएस में बैठ के इस पूरे घटना को अंजाम दिया था।
ये बिल्कुल बहुत आज खुशी का दिन है। आपको मालूम है जो 26/11 का टेररिस्ट अटैक जो मुंबई के ऊपर हुआ, उसमें अपने कई निरपराध लोग, कई जवान, कई पुलिस बांधव उसमें शहीद हो गए। और उसके बाद बहुत पहले ही ये तहव्वुर राना हो या हेडली हो, इनको सजा होनी चाहिए थी, बट काफी देर हो चुकी है। लेकिन एक अच्छा कदम, एक अच्छी मतलब कामयाबी अपने को मिली है कि अमेरिका ने जो तहव्वुर राना है 26/11 का मास्टरमाइंड, हेडली का प्रमुख साथीदार और जो उसमें शामिल था, वो तहव्वुर राना आज भारत में आया है। मेरी विनती है सरकार से, बहुत उनका अभिनंदन भी मैं करना चाहता हूँ सरकार का, कि बहुत एक अच्छा कामयाबी आज मिली है भारत को। तो जल्द से जल्द ये जो कानूनी कार्रवाई है खत्म करके तहव्वुर राना जैसे एक खौफनाक हत्यारे की जो 26/11 का मास्टरमाइंड है, मास्टरमाइंड का सबसे बड़ा साथीदार है, उसको कड़ी से कड़ी सजा होनी चाहिए।
कैसी सजा मांग रहे हैं आप?
ये बिल्कुल, मैं कहता हूँ कि आगे जाके जैसे 26/11 का हमला करके पाकिस्तान के टेररिस्ट लोगों ने कई बेगुनाह लोगों को अमानुष हत्या कर दी, अमानुष हल्ला था वो, वैसे ही अपने कानून में वो तरतूद नहीं है। लेकिन जैसे अभी अमेरिका से तहव्वुर राना को लाया है, वैसे ही कानून में बदलाव करके ऐसे टेररिस्ट लोगों को खुले आम, खुले मैदान में, लोगों के सामने, लोगों की अदालत में उनका शरीर का एक एक अवयव, एक एक भाग काटना चाहिए, उसके ऊपर नमक छिड़कना चाहिए और बेरहमी से उनको सजा देनी।
All right, we can understand the emotions, sir. We can understand the emotions. It is a big day, certainly, for the family of anyone who has suffered at the hands of the 26/11 attack. But of course, we are a law-abiding country. We will go by the law of the land, and certainly we will, of course, there is an expectation of the public that the strictest of punishments will be handed over to the individual concerned. But I want to quickly go across to our reporters, Madhavdas Singh, who's joining us. We have a quick statement coming in from the NIA. Priyank also joining us at the moment. And this is, in fact, the latest coming in. The NIA has issued a statement saying that NIA secures successful extradition of 26/11 mastermind of the 26/11 terror mastermind. In fact, Tahawwur Rana from US. The NIA has successfully secured the extradition after years of sustained and concerted efforts to bring the key conspirator behind the 2008 mayhem to justice. Rana was being held in judicial custody in the US pursuant to proceedings initiated under the India-US extradition treaty. For his extradition, the extradition has finally come through after Rana exhausted all legal avenues to stay the move. The district court for the Central District of California had ordered his extradition on the 16th of May 2023. Rana then filed multiple litigations in the 9th Circuit of Court Appeals, all of which were rejected. Let's go across to our reporters joining us on ground. Rishabh, the entire legal battle has been given over here by the NIA in its long statement, where they have also cited the role of Rana, who along with David Coleman Headley and operators of LET, Huji and other Pakistan-based co-conspirators carried out the devastating terror attacks in Mumbai in 2008. Rishabh.
Well, definitely, the statement has finally come out. This is the first official statement that has come in from the National Investigation Agency, Madhav, and this says that NIA secures extradition of 26/11 Mumbai terror attack accused Tahawwur Hussain Rana from United States. Marks the culmination of years of diplomatic and legal efforts by India. Remember, it is not just diplomacy, it was also legal hurdles. Cases after cases. Tahawwur Rana didn't leave a single court door unknocked before...
Rishabh, what what is very significant in this particular statement is that, Bhavtosh, they have given special emphasis to the active assistance of the US Department of Justice, the US Sky Marshal, and NI working closely with other Indian intelligence agencies and NSG through the entire extradition process, which also saw the Ministry of External Affairs and Home Affairs coordinating with other relevant authorities in the United States to take the matter to its successful conclusion. So it's not any one agency or any one government department, but multiple departments in both countries that have worked together to successfully ensure this extradition. Bhavtosh.
Yes, Madhav, in fact, a very terse message issued by NIA. There are no mention as to what role that Tahawwur Rana has played, but it has mentioned every agency that has helped them, from Department of Justice to Sky Marshal to NSG. And remember, it was what we did not know was that NSG personnel accompanied the NIA officials along with Central Intelligence Agency official from here in New Delhi to US and then back from US to New Delhi. So that is a kind of secrecy that was maintained by the central government, and then obviously MEA had coordinated this entire operation. So NIA has in fact issued the final statement. They have mentioned two groups, Lashkar-e-Toiba and Harkat-ul-Jihad Islami. Both of them are in fact proscribed terror groups in India, and they have also said that the investigation in this case is ongoing, and specifically has mentioned two other things. One is Daud Gilani or David Headley Coleman's relationship with Tahawwur Rana, and that will be probed as far as this case is concerned, and the questioning will soon begin in this case.
Priyank as well. Priyank, very, very significant. The NIA has now put out this press release which cites the circumstances under which they managed to secure this high-profile extradition of Tahawwur Rana. It certainly hasn't been easy. It's been a long legal battle, and then, of course, coordinating between various government departments to finally secure this. Priyank.
Yes, certainly, Madhav. Let me pull out few key pointers which the National Investigating Agency wants to place before people after the successful extradition of Tahawwur Rana. What NAAC has been saying that he was the key accused in the 26/11 attack. This is also mentioned that he was linked to the 2008 Mumbai attack, where 166 people and 238 people were injured. 163 died and 238 were injured. And they have also mentioned that he was associated with LET and Huji. So this is a very complete detailed statement which is coming out from NIA soon after the aircraft has landed. Exactly, the aircraft was about to touch down at 6:30. Then because of the hailstorm, it took one more round, Madhav, and exactly around 6:35, the aircraft had landed. And before it, earlier also, we were telling to our viewers that this operation was kept very secretive. There was no information which was leaking out. And now the National Investigating Agency will be bringing him here so that they can take the police.
Let's quickly get a word from Sabyasachi as well. Sabyasachi, I'm told that there is some movement there in the Parliament Technical Area. Can you show us what's happening there in the Parliament Technical Area?
Well, sure, let me straight away show you the visuals around. The police over here is active right now. You can see the vehicular movement also has reduced a bit. So definitely the traffic movement will be stopped anytime soon. And anytime from now, the gates will be open. Now the process is underway at the Palam Air Base. The arrest memo has been read. The official arrest will take place anytime from now. And anytime from now, the traffic police will stop the vehicular movement here at the Palam Air Base, and already the police is in active mode out here. And anytime from now, we would see the convoy taking Tahawwur Rana to the NIA headquarters here in the national capital. As we were reporting, it is a 17-kilometer road, and clearly the traffic will be completely cordoned off. It will be a green corridor which will be set up for no disturbances.
And we'll come back to you when there's more movement happening there. I want to get a quick question across to Pratap Digavkar, former IPS officer of the Maharashtra Police. Mr. Digavkar, you were associated with this case from early days. At this moment, when Tahawwur Rana is landing here in India, did you ever think that this could have been a possibility? Or I think we've lost that line there with Pratap Digavkar. Let me go across to Ankur Chawla. Ankur Chawla, as a 26/11 survivor, at this moment when you're seeing Tahawwur Rana, is there a sense of justice? Is there a sense of closure for you?
Thank you, Madhav, for having me over here. Yes, for sure. I think it's a great, significant step towards the right direction, for sure. it also gives a great amount of reassurance that, the justice might be delayed, but it's not completely forgotten. So I, on behalf of, a lot of people, who were involved or as survivors or as victims' families, I think these are the moments which sort of takes us back to, those flashbacks. But like you said, it would not have been easy. It is a very complex sort of process between the diplomatic, relations to play around. It's a bit delayed for sure. There have been, moments, when you think that 16 and a half years later, we are talking about this statement of saying we are one step closer. So I think that sort of seems a little too much sometimes. But yeah, I understand there would be complications and all. So I'm thankful to the government that, as I said, it's not forgotten completely, though it is delayed. I think the fact of the matter remains on the area wherein what next? I mean, what do we really get out of it, and what is the kind of closure that we are looking at? So I think that is what we all would be looking forward to. But congratulations to the government that this has been possible as a day that we could all see.
Let's quickly go across, in fact, to our reporter Pradeep Datta also joining us. Pradeep, you're outside the airport. It is, of course, something that's coming 17 years too late, perhaps, but better late than never. Finally, Tahawwur Rana is going to face the justice, and the NIA has just described how detailed and, in that particular statement, how difficult this entire fight to secure the custody and the extradition of Tahawwur Rana has been for India. Pradeep.
Yes, Madhav, you are absolutely right, because you know what, if we talk about this particular extradition, one, it's going to nail Pakistani lives. Second, it's also going to give a tight slap on the faces of all those people who had been viewing in conspiracy theory. You remember there were some elements here in India who were trying to project this case as if it was a handiwork of RSS. There was a book that was released, RSS Ki Saazish, and that book was released by none other than Digvijay Singh, a senior Congress leader, because they were trying to portray government of India in bad light as if this was the handiwork of the Hindutva organization. That's what they had been doing. But I think now
the Delhi movement is seen over there. Pradeep, I'm sorry I'm interrupting you there. I want to go right back to Sabyasachi. Sabyasachi, you're at the gate there. We can see a Delhi police vehicle. Are they now clearing out the roads? What's happening at the moment? Is there traffic going to be completely stopped to allow for this convoy to pass? What exactly are we looking at, Sabya?
Straight away showing the visuals around here. A team of Delhi police, you can see this particular vehicle in Innova has just come out of the Palam airbase. Around 4 to 5 Delhi police officials are sitting in this vehicle, and they have just parked their vehicle out here. Shortly from now, we will start seeing that the Delhi team of Delhi police would be present out here, clearing the traffic and making sure that the traffic movement here at the Palam road is completely stopped before any sort of movement takes place from inside the Palam airbase. So the team of Delhi police are now reaching the spot. This particular vehicle came outside of the Palam airbase. 4 to 5 of the Delhi police personals are currently inside the car, and clearly we would be seeing that in a short while from now the vehicular movement will be completely stopped in front of the Palam airbase.
All right, Rishabh also with us from that location of the Palam airport. Rishabh, what are your sources telling you? How quickly will we be seeing Tahawwur Rana and that entire convoy of the NIA emerge from the Palam technical area?
Well, as Sabya was just pointing out, that it is a matter of minutes now, Madhav. What we are given to understand that, and as our senior colleague Bhavtosh was also pointing out, that the non-bailable warrant will be handed over to Tahawwur Rana as well to show, and a formal arrest will take place here at airbase itself, given that he has for the first time been in Indian custody on Indian soil. So there will be an arrest warrant that will be furnished. He'll be taken into custody, and then what we're given to understand that he'll be straight away taken from here to NIA headquarters or a safe location. As of now, both are not clear whether he is going to NIA headquarters or safe location. In Patiala House Court as well, the security is beefed. And remember, Patiala House Court also has the jurisdiction of NIA. So there are reports that he might be produced in front of judge tonight itself. Remains to be seen. It all depends on the time of the arrest that is shown on the arrest warrant. So we'll have to wait for those details. But what sources suggest that any time now, Tahawwur Rana would be brought out from this very gate itself, where we are standing at
visuals coming in from the Patiala House Court as well, where some lawyers are believed to have arrived at that special NIA court. Let me quickly go across to Bhavtosh Singh for more on this. Bhavtosh, visuals coming in from the Patiala House Court. There are, of course, All right, I don't think we have Bhavtosh with us. In fact, let's quickly go across to some of our other reporters joining us at this point of time. Let me go across to Pradeep Datta. Pradeep, at this point of time, we know that he has touched down. He has yet to emerge from inside of the Parliament technical area, but we also know that there is a legal proceeding. Once the arrest is conducted inside the airport or at wherever it is conducted, they will then have to immediately present him before a magistrate. What are your sources telling you? Will that arrest be formally shown upon touchdown inside the Delhi airport, and is that what is taking time? Pradeep.
See, Madhav, what I have been told by the sources is that the government of India will be ensuring that they will try to fast-track trial, because already a lot of time has been wasted. 17 years is not a less time, because they want the people to get justice and this man to be punished for the brutality that he has committed by carrying out that 26/11 attack through the foot soldiers that came from Karachi towards Mumbai. And what I have been told is that, one, that already the remand note has already been prepared, that will be submitted, and they will be trying to ensure to take the custody. And during that custody, they will try to ask several questions, they will try to investigate, they will try to interrogate, because there are certain things they want to connect those dots, and for that they have to investigate and properly that case. Finally, he will be sent to Tihar jail. The final destination will be Tihar jail, where he will be kept under surveillance 24/7. The cameras will be there monitoring each and every moment. The food that will be served to him will also be properly examined, and there will be proper security. But yes, they are going to fast track trial because they do not want to waste time. That's one of the reasons that, yes, the moment he landed, that arrest memo was read to him, and you can see that our news was confirmed that there has been a touchdown. Immediately after that, there was an NIA press release saying that how this man has been extradited successfully, and they're also given tenure to one. There has been a synergy between the different agencies here in India, and when there is a political will, anything can happen. And the Modi government has shown that kind of a political will, because how the Home Ministry as well as the Foreign Ministry, they had been working overtime to ensure that this man was brought back to India. And the second thing is that there was a close coordination between the Directorate of Justice in the United States of America, intelligence agencies there. They had been working in tandem with each other, and that's one of the reasons that finally India was able to convince them that he is a deadly terrorist. Don't treat him as a tour and travel agent. He is basically a suit boot terrorist, and he should be handed over to India, and that's really very important if they really want the justice for all those 166 lives that were lost during 26/11 attack. Finally, he has come out to this place, and now he'll be taken to NIA headquarters, and from there, because already the remand note has already been prepared, from there they will try to take the custody from the court. Now it should be seen whether he'll be taken to the court or whether it will be through video conferencing, keeping in view the security. These are the measures to be taken. Let's see what will be done. But yes, India is not going to waste time. India wants fast, speedy trial, and they are going to fast track this case, that at earliest the people get justice, because it will be a kind of a closure for them. For the last 17 years, they had been waiting for that moment. You rightly said there were some of the primars who took
bullets. It's been a long wait for all of those individuals. Another vehicle that we've seen, a small bus, in fact, going into that particular gate there of the Parliament technical area. But let me also try and bring in my colleague Swati, who's joining us live from the NIA headquarters. Swati, it's a big moment even as we speak. What are your sources there telling you about what we can expect? Is the arrest going to formally happen inside the airport? Is it then that they will bring out Tahawwur Rana? Is he likely to be taken to the court, or are they going to present him online from the NIA headquarters or another undisclosed location? What are we looking at today?
Well, all these, of course, speculations at this point of time. There are a lot of reports doing the rounds. What we know for sure and can tell our viewers for sure that the touchdown has happened. The special aircraft carrying Tahawwur Rana, accompanied by NIA officers, is in Delhi. So he is in India's custody. When will he be officially sent to NIA's custody remains to be seen. Whether or not he'll be placed under arrest on spot remains to be seen. There are reports doing the rounds that also suggest that he might be taken to Patiala House Court, because security outside Patiala House Court has been beefed up. Meanwhile, the NIA has also released a press release. Now, Tahawwur Rana, remember, has been accused of conspiring with David Coleman Headley, aka Daud Gilani, with other operatives from Pakistan, with terrorist organizations like the Lashkar-e-Taiba and Harkat-ul-Jihad-e-Islami. All of that has been mentioned in the press release of the NIA. Let me quickly go across to our reporters, Sabyasachi and Rishabh, joining us from the Parliament Airport. Pradeep Datta is also with us on the broadcast. Let me go across to Rishabh first. Rishabh, so what we can say for sure with absolute confirmation is that the touchdown has happened. Of course, all eyes now at the airport. People want to know, the nation wants to know what happens next. Will he be taken to Patiala House Court? Over to you, Rishabh.
Well, all eyes on this gate for sure. This is the gate where, Tahawwur Rana would be coming out from, can't say walking out, but he's being taken in a very beefed up security cavalcade is what we're given to understand. He'll anytime now come out from this very gate. And what our reporters are suggesting that Patiala House Court security has been beefed up. Everyone except the people pertaining to the case, or the lawyers, even only the lawyers who are part of the case have been allowed to be in the court. Everyone else have been removed from the court premises. Remember, today is Mahavir Jayanti. The court isn't working. Only a duty magistrate is there in Patiala House Court. Even his court has been sanitized completely as we are talking for security reasons. Media person have been told that for security reasons, the premises needs to be sanitized and everyone has been asked to move out. Here, also, you can see that there are police vehicles which have been placed in on the streets. Excess vehicular parking has been closed. No vehicles are allowed to park on these roads. And what we are given to understand that soon this traffic will also be stopped. You can see already this is the office time, but the traffic is very thin, very filtered cars are being allowed to come this way. And now all eyes on this very gate when the cavalcade of Tahawwur Rana will come out and move toward either Patiala House Court or NIA headquarters, depending on the security protocol that will be decided. As of now, all of us are waiting for this gate to once open and the cavalcade to come out.